Hello y'all. Okay, so I'm working on a project here. I got a solar panel and a fan. So black tanks on the RV can get kind of stinky sometimes. Sometimes it stinks up inside the camper. Could be a number of reasons. Of course, you get those reasons fixed on why it's leaking in there in the first place. Usually there's a gap in the roof between the PVC that comes out and the roof itself. There's be a gap in there. A lot of times that pipe comes up and then your cap is up top and there's a gap in there and it just basically pulls that sewer back through. That's usually the reason, but we're beyond that. And this is I'm going to try this out. I just really want to see if it works. This is a fan from my computer. I bought it new for like $9 on Amazon. It's a 4-inch, right about a 4-inch fan. I think it's an 80-90 fan size, and this is a 4 to 3 inch PVC. That's kind of nice because it's got a little lip there that fan sits right in. You cut the ears off. I ground them down so it's all around and it fits in there really nice, and then siliconed the top lips. And then this solar panel is a 5-watt solar panel. This is a 4.8 watt right about fan. And then you drill a hole in the bottom, put the wires through, and it's simple wiring, just positive and negative. And you can see this is a 5-watt solar panel. And we have some cloud cover. I mean, it's a pretty sunshiny day, but we have some cloud cover. So we're going to show this. I don't even have a shadow here with my hand. And I'm going to flip this over to show you how well this works. And this fan, I mean, this solar is not that big. I mean, you can see my hand compared to that. And here is the fan blowing, and it's blowing pretty good, even with the cloud cover we have here. But the deal is this will pull the smell out of that tank. And if you have small holes or any kind of leak in your plumbing or the tank itself, small ones, the point of this is to create a suction on it, so it'll pull fresh air into those areas instead of letting the gases leak out of those areas. And this will pull that smell out and vent it out the top like it's supposed to. Then there's several different top mount pieces. There's I'm not gonna name them all. There's just a bunch, and they work pretty good. But I wanted something that actually pulled the smell out, pulled the air out of that tank. And they make one that has a solar cap on it, but I didn't like how small it was. I didn't like the flow on it. I really didn't like the design of it, to be honest. So of course I have to mess around and tinker with stuff and play and build and do whatever. So I'm going to try this little setup. Of course I'll get since this is a 4-inch, I'll probably get a 5-inch cap, and I'll create some legs on it somehow, or I'll figure a way to kind of let it set on top and come about halfway down so the weather doesn't get to it. And then I'll mount this on top, of course, right by it. Good thing about this is when you're traveling, this will still be pulling the smell out of the tank and pulling that nasty out of there, because sometimes when you get to your next destination, it smells inside from all that sloshing around. No matter how well you clean them, sometimes it's inevitable. So this is my setup. This is what I made. You can kind of see there's plenty of space under here, and I may just set this on top. I'm gonna have to do another video on how I mount it, but I may do that. Put some screws into the existing plumbing. It's gonna be bigger, but put some screws in to attach it, and then I'll use some lap seal to seal the bottom, and then of course put the cap back on. But another good setup for this is going to be for the fridge area. A lot of the RV fridges, I'm not talking the residential type that are in them, but the RV. You could take this fan without this PVC, and put this fan or 2 fans on that top vent of the fridge areas. You guys know what I'm talking about, that have the RVs, and then have this sit outside, maybe even higher wattage, and then have 2 fans hooked up. But pull that heat out of that area. That'll help your fridge run a little more consistent. It'll help cool it down. Well, now the sun's coming out, you can see I have a shadow, and it's really kind of blowing pretty good now. Let you hear it. Yeah, it's blowing pretty good now. Yeah, it's not quite full sun, but pretty close. Anyway, so you can use this in your fridge. You can try it on the black tank. And like I said, I'll do another video on this mounted up top, and then give it some time to see if it works. And I'll get back with you. This is this solar panel here is about 14 bucks. Like I said, it's a 5 watt. This is 14 on Amazon right about. This was, the fan itself was brand new, 9 bucks, somewhere in there. This was 3 bucks, 2 something. And then I'm sure the cap will probably be about the same. So, I mean, we're looking 25, about 30-40 bucks, and we've already got the setup, you know, so not too bad. The other solar panel one, I'm pretty sure they're a lot more expensive than that. Plus you've got this, and you have a pretty nice sized solar panel to go with it. So that little tiny one. But yeah, so that's the setup. I just wanted to kind of show this off a little bit, and then we'll try it out, and I'll do another video on how well it works. I'll silicone all that in, but I think it's going to work just fine. We'll see. Thanks, guys.